We stay dangerous, we stay safe. I got kids to make it home too, you feel me?
Yeah?
Yeah.
How many times did you use that?
15, 20 times maybe.
Red Sea, man, Cedar Riverside.
The Cedar Riverside community is remembering a store clerk shot to death during a possible robbery attempt.
What the hell is that?
Close it, man.
Alright.
One jump.
Action, action, action! Fuck you, driver! You gotta do it with some passion.
Today we head to Minneapolis, and we find ourselves in the middle of a Somali gang war. This is one of the first places we've covered that the guys that invited us thought it necessary to provide us with security. Minneapolis is world-renowned for its strong pocket of Somali culture, and here you'll find the gamut of Somalis, from honorable clergymen to fraudsters, from US senators to dudes catching bodies in the street. And for some people, their only reference to Somali culture might be in the Tom Hanks movie Captain Phillip. Well, there's more to know. Like many recent immigrants, Somalis have a reputation for being quite entrepreneurial. They are also known for being family-oriented, and as a community, they are dedicated to their faith. This defines a large portion of Minneapolis Somalis. But for the Somalis running the street, they have cultivated an entirely different reputation. These are guys that have proven that they are willing to be extremely dangerous. We are going to take you to the belly of the beast where an active turf war is going on. We're going to talk to both sides of the equation, and we're also going to talk to elders to see if they can lend clarity and peace to the future of this situation. Folks, it's time to get boots on the ground. But first, a quick announcement.
For a long time, people have been requesting for us to go check out the Somalis in Minneapolis. Anytime you look these guys up, there's these gigantic gang wars and beefs and the highs and the lows and this guy versus that guy. To be honest, I don't know much about the Somali culture other than that there's been some real internal conflict and civil war within the country. We're just not safe. Not many economic opportunities, as well as the Tom Hanks movie, I'm the Captain Now.
Look at me. Sure. I'm the captain now.
We're meeting a bounty hunter slash security guard. You guys know we don't go anywhere with security. We don't have an aggressive approach. I just don't feel the need for having security. But they thought it was necessary. What's brother? What's your name?
Token.
Token?
Pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet you, man.
What's it like being a bounty hunter in Minnesota?
It can get wild, man. A lot of people tend to want to miss court on us, and when you miss court, it's a big bag we're about to lose. We gotta get on that ass. I don't like putting people in jail. I became a bondsman to get my homies out of the jam, you feel me?
Yeah.
A lot of times I gotta write bonds for people I don't know, and those guys don't go to court, and that's when I gotta become the bounty hunter. Gotta vest up, go kick some doors in.
This is the first time we've actually gone anywhere with security.
Oh, okay.
Is it that necessary around here?
For G-Money, yeah.
G-Money is a controversial Minneapolis drill rapper that sounds like this.
I'm too precise, I tap the button. Come on, watch me dress the crowd. Them niggas always gonna be mad. They know that little bro walked them down. Had a glizzy poke right through my sweater. My little brother high as hell, he doing drills while on the tether. Frontline in the trenches, you can't tell us about this war. Niggas
And while many in the city rock with him, the word around town is he has a lot of enemies, which makes him a dangerous man to be around, and hence the security.
What this summer looks like so far?
It's been relatively quiet compared to the last couple summers, because when George Floyd happened, shit flared up like a motherfucker. If I was to compare it for the last couple years, it's been relatively quiet, but it's still active as hell. Somali gangs are taking over, they're coming deep, and there's a lot of rivalries. North Minneapolis has a big rivalry with the highs and the lows, and there's a street that literally divides the highs and lows. It's called Broadway. So on Broadway, you want to tread lightly because that's where the ops be at.
I gotta say, what up, Minneapolis?
Alright, murder app, we outside.
Why you call it Murderapolis? It looks friendly around here.
It's friendly for some people, and it gets dirty for some people. There's sides, you know what I mean? You might see shit popping up, you might not see shit popping up, I ain't gonna lie.
How have things been lately?
Ever since this year started, other than that, the cop getting killed and all that shit,
About that,
yeah, it's been good.
Was it a Somali cop?
No, it was a black cop.
Who shot you? Are there victims inside? when Officer Jamal Mitchell rolled up to the scene of Blaisdell Avenue and found 2 people injured in the street. When Officer Jamal Mitchell asked Muhammad whether or not he was okay, that is when Muhammad pulled out a handgun and started shooting at Officer Mitchell.
I had a warrant on that dude who shot the black cop. I was actively looking for the guy, Mustafa Muhammad.
What was the community's reaction to the cop dying?
Oh, crazy. That's been the 3rd cop shooting in Minneapolis, Minnesota area in like the last 3 months.
Because George Floyd happened here, is it hard to support police? Like, are people scared to be vocally supportive?
100%.
Even when the cop is in the right?
100%.
Do you feel like the pendulum needs to swing back a little bit?
I don't well.
You know what I mean? Before George Floyd, you know what I mean? And after George Floyd, it just made it worse for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They need to turn this into a stand your ground state. Moms getting carjacked. Carjackings are up through the roof right now.
A congresswoman got jacked in her own driveway.
Yes.
She was a defund the police person, right?
Yes, she was.
Let's roll the tape on what happened to this lady.
Perhaps no story encapsulates the chaos Minneapolis is experiencing than the story of Shivanti Shanana, a local Democratic Party leader. She was with her kids when a group of teens attacked her in her own driveway and threatened her with guns. She took to social media after to express her outrage and said the following: "We need to get illegal guns off our streets and catch these young people who are running wild, creating chaos across our city."
Public service announcement. If you think it's gangsta beating up a woman in front of her own children, you are an absolute bitch and nobody respects you.
The twist to this story is this same lady, Shivanti, was earlier calling for the Minneapolis police to be abolished. I wonder if her views have changed since this attack.
Imagine if she had a gun on her. She would have went to jail too.
Am I allowed to ask what that is?
Oh, it's just a taser. X26, right?
Police edition.
Yep.
I'll show them.
What's the legality on that?
Perfectly legal.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Any
You gotta pop that top off.
Take that top off.
And if someone's resisting, you dry stun them.
Yeah.
How many times did you use that?
Yeah.
Off the record, allegedly.
15, 20 times maybe.
Well, it sounds like we're protected. On that note, let's go to the next spot. I feel like a goddamn Somalian president right now. We're rolling in a nice convoy. We got a car up front, car in back with protection.
You gotta stay safe, man.
That's legal in Minneapolis?
Oh, I mean, when you got your permit to carry.
Yeah.
My golly.
We ain't playing around. We stay dangerous, we stay safe. I got kids to make it home too, you feel me?
Outside, it was raining cats and dogs, so we decided it'd be a good idea to head up to the studio and meet with the crew as the G-Money entourage was assembling.
Guy that we're supposed to be meeting, one of them is a guy named G-Money, right? Has he ever been on time to anything that you've done with him?
I can't say.
I can tell you, bro.
Yeah.
No, nigga's never on time.
Does that irritate you at all?
I mean, shit, yeah, but he be paying for it, so.
Is Somali time known for being really late?
Honestly, nah. I wouldn't say nah.
Either early or on time.
As 3 non-Somalis, what are some Somali stereotypes I should know about?
Can't drive? I don't know. Oh, my mama. Nah, that ain't no stereotype. Them niggas can't drive for shit, bro.
The word on the street is the average Somali is not the best driver.
Best driver? Nah, we do be driving. Y'all like got us up. I'm out, baby. Y'all like got. We could drive. Don't get us up.
Y'all be wrecking shit.
Don't get me wrong. I do wreck. You feel me? I done wrecked a lot of cars. But
how many cars have you wrecked?
He up there.
I'm
He up there.
I done went to Cali, wrecked the car, got another car, wrecked it again.
You wrecked 4 cars?
4 cars in front of me.
And you think you're a good driver.
I don't know how much.
You're the reason insurance is high in the area.
No, the only reason why I be wrecking cars because I be high as hell off drugs and I just be driving, nodding off and shit like that.
This has G Money, and that's your name too. Okay, so it's like that's like a gangster name tag right there. Would you consider yourself Muslim? Yeah. How does it work being Muslim and also kind of doing street shit and kind of doing smoking drugs and stuff?
It teaches that nobody perfect. You can make mistakes. You feel me? And we just a regular person.
Nobody perfect.
Nobody perfect. Even Christians, certain things they not supposed to do and they still do it. So everybody will assume that just because you Muslim, you gotta straight be behind the books. But it all depends. Yeah.
I don't encourage nobody to do anything I do.
You know what I mean? It's just the lifestyle we live and certain things.
Man, them niggas lying. They late to their own interview, man.
There was so much smoke accumulating in the studio that I felt like Wiz Khalifa. So we decided to get out of there, get some fresh air, and post up near the train tracks with G-Money so we could get to know him a little better.
Do I seem high as shit? I'm not high as shit, but do I? Okay. We have a lot of factors working against us right now. We have, it's rain, there's beef. We have a little bit of that Minneapolis medical in the air. What do your parents do when they got here? What do they do to make ends meet?
My pops was he was a chef. He was working right here down the block. Yeah, my mom was taking care of us and my pops was working for real.
Is he still around?
Nah, my pops died.
Sorry to hear that, man. How old were you when that happened?
I was about 15. My dad played a big part in my life, so.
Yep. Was it about the same time you hopped off the porch?
Nah, I hopped off the porch when I was 13.
Okay.
That's when I caught my first juvenile case, man. I was like, I had to do 2 years of juvenile.
What'd you get caught for?
There's 16 robberies in 2 hours.
What?
Some dumb ass shit.
What did you rob?
Yeah, we were just robbing everything moving, man.
What did your parents think about you hopping into the street?
Man, they didn't like that shit.
Because they escaped Civil War, right?
Yeah.
And you came here and chose a life of war. Why?
I ain't chose the life of war. The life of war kind of chose me.
What are your hopes for the future, Juma?
Man, I want to make the city a better place one day.
You do?
Yeah.
How do you want to do that?
I help the community now. I just don't show it.
Do you feel like the community thinks you help the community?
Yeah. Certain people.
Do you think kids look up to you?
Hell yeah, that's a lot of kids look up to me.
What is that like?
I try to spread a positive message sometimes, but they get such a negative message off my music sometimes and they take it the wrong way and think they can.
Is there an example of something someone took the wrong way?
I got little kids be sending me like little Kia boys, Minneapolis Kia boys be sending me, hey, Craig, come here.
You look like a ninja, like you're ready to go on top of a building or something.
He said what?
This one made my name G-Money right here.
Oh yeah, this my baby, man. Come on now. One of the biggest, man. G-Money, we had to switch it up, man. Yeah, one-on-one. There's only one G-Money out here, no cap. Y'all can't do no replicating of what we doing. No doubt. One of none. Run up, get done.
We're going to K Block, the other Somali side, and we'll see you there. What's up, fellas? Good. How's it going? Good to see you. How you doing? Doing good. Is this what they call K Block?
I don't know, something like that. But this is Carmel, man. It's a big factor in the Somali community in Minneapolis, especially. There's a lot of stores, there's barbershops, all type of shit in the mall, man.
How's it going? What do you think when you see all the young guys wearing the shiesties? Nothing? Yeah. All right. For someone that's never visited, what can you tell them about it?
It's a great place to be. You can make a lot of money.
Yeah? What would you do with my hair? How would you cut me up if you had my hair?
A nice fade.
Would you ever do a mullet?
Oh yeah.
Any advice for the youth?
Keep God first, family second, and that's it. Get your money.
Any Somali words we can teach people back home?
Minimo. Unity.
What do you like to eat around here?
We Somalis, bro. We all drink tea, you feel me? Eat sambusa.
You drink green tea?
Nah, not green tea. It's Somali tea.
What the hell is that?
Closing, man.
Yeah. Alrighty. For anyone that's doubting the power of rap music to influence, it looks like New York in here. You guys ever see a New York drill music before? This looks like a New York drill music video right now.
You think so?
What do you do day to day?
Make money, try to survive, do good. You feel me? I've been making music and shit like that, so you know how that be, man.
What do your parents do?
My mom was an immigrant. She came to America. My pops is still in Somalia.
What is it going to take for him to get here?
You know how that
is he waiting on immigration papers?
I think he is at the moment right now.
Do you know what it was like when she got the news that, hey, we're going to America?
Yeah. It was very exciting for her, you know?
Yeah.
It was very exciting for her.
Is America what she thought it would be?
You come from a third world country. It's a big relief to come to a country like America.
Which is more dangerous, Somalia or America?
Somalia.
What's your name, man?
My name is Shaisi.
Shaisi?
Yeah.
Shaisi, how do you come up with that name?
Yeah, I earned it.
Okay. How do you avoid being in beef? What's the best way to do that?
Just stay out my way, you're gonna be straight, you know what I mean?
What do you guys think about mainstream media?
Man, they some liars. They're dead. And they goofy as hell. Free Palestine, for real. Yeah, free Palestine, man.
I face a movie, one job. Action, action, action. Fuck you talking about? You gotta do with some passion. Got my low and I've been waiting. Them niggas still ain't get active. In the crib, be this crazy. Did you wanna see my reaction? Jump out cars and lay that bet with a thought little muscle.
This is Mo Jamma. He's a community leader who is taking a brave and hands-on approach to working with the youngsters in the street, and he speaks with them to encourage a more positive direction for their future.
I'm about peace, I'm about unity. In the end of the day, the city got a past, right? It's got a dark past. I got homies that are about 6 feet deep. I got homies that are doing life. I got homies that'll never get to see their families, their kids, their wives. My goal is for everybody to understand that what you just showed them, which I just seen, has more benefit to the community than downfall.
I see a lot of youngers. Why aren't they chasing that?
These young guys are chasing that. Some of them got, some of them got different ideas. Go ahead.
And it be hard to chase that when you feel me, when you in a bad predicament. You know what I'm saying?
Does living this lifestyle though make the predicament worse?
It could make the predicament worse.
It will make the predicament worse.
But hey, you never know. You might hit that move that changed your life. You really never know. But at the same time, it's like it ain't even about all that for real. It's like what you worry about getting a job and then you gotta wait 2 weeks for a paycheck when your mom rent due.
Some of the shit that they're trying to write that happened before them, I was in there, I seen it. That's not what we're promoting though. That's definitely not what we're promoting. If we can't be a unity, if you can't see how much benefit that what they just showed you brings into this community, then you're looking for the wrong thing. That's definitely what
you feel like people don't value the Somali impact on the community?
It's not that they don't value the Somali impact. They don't value what the youth brings. That's the issue. I just had a meeting at a park unity that was going on. What that was about was an event that happened 4th of July last year, right? So that whole shenanigans, instead of seeing it as a youth issue, they try to paint it as a Somali youth issue, where individuals that have that 1% income decided to turn on the community and wanted to say, oh, the Somali community's doing this and the third, they can't control their kids. That's not the picture. That's not what it is. They definitely could be beneficial. They could add more value to it. There's young men in here that want to add more values, that want to right the wrongs, that want to do good.
Because the youth can really change things. They can change things for the better or for the worse. These guys are the future.
They are. They definitely are. Us thing ain't never gonna make things more.
If it looks like my eyes were darting around during this interview, they were. I had guys behind me with duffel bags with semi-automatic rifles, 20 kids with shiesties moving in and out. It was kind of a chaotic scene.
I ain't really too much worried about changing the world. I'm trying to make some money. That's life, bro. And you can't control what the next man doing. You know what I mean?
True.
You can't do that whatsoever. And then at the same time, you gotta think about this shit like, what you gonna worry about changing the world? Life ain't sweet. You don't see what's happening in Palestine right now? In Gaza? In Gaza, don't nobody talk about none of that shit though. There's real children getting killed every day.
That's big facts. And I agree with exactly what he's saying. If you want to change things, you start from where you're at. The ground that you're standing on.
I'm gonna change everything for myself in life.
And then you can change everything for everyone around you. Every individual.
If I get on, everybody here gonna be on. That's for
big
life.
Facts, big facts, big facts. You're not lying. They fend for each other. They feed each other.
What's your plan to change your life and send it in a great direction?
Man, some money, open up some businesses, feed my people. But when you grow up in the predicament I grew up in, you don't really have too much of a plan, you feel me?
In this community, we about getting money, pushing positivity. We are Muslim, as you can see what I'm saying? We are brothers over here. So, it ain't nothing about no negativity, gang beef. It ain't nothing about, do drugs, pop pills, none of that. You see what I'm saying?
We're gonna bounce out of this area, but can we walk with you and ask you some questions?
Yeah, my bro stay with me though.
Oh, everybody?
No, just them
That's
right
fine.
here.
If I'm in the club and you mug me, I'ma up and blast it, chopper bullets blasting, now he passes.
Where are the mentors or where are the people that are like, hey, like your life's gonna be crazy if you keep down this path?
Well, you got individuals like myself, we got a couple of homies, but you gotta understand, this is real life. Majority of the ones that would look after these young kids are no longer alive. Majority of the ones that would speak to these young men are 6 feet deep. They're either locked up doing life or they can't speak for themselves. They're dead.
So the men that are missing. That's such a huge piece of the puzzle.
The mentorship is where it's missing. That's what's missing. That's the biggest thing that's missing. So.
Initially, when I look at this situation, it blows my mind that someone can leave a war-torn country, come to America with the promise of a better tomorrow, and their kids choose the gangster street life. I just don't get it. But then I acknowledge the power that an environment plays on the development of a kid. If you are put into a hood, you can expect hood outcomes. And we also have to talk about the role of fatherhood here. A lot of these kids' fathers are dead or in prison, and a kid without a father statistically has poor outcomes. outcomes. A number I came across said that a kid that is close to their father is 80% less likely to be in prison. That is significant, and it makes me think the power a dad has to change the world for the better, one kid at a time.
So today, I feel like we didn't get to really meet G-Money, and a lot of this happens, I feel like with gangster guys, it's hard to meet them unless they're one-on-one or in a small group, especially the more the guys, it feels like the less they're gonna be willing to share about themselves. G-Money's actually gonna meet us in a parking garage. We had the same feeling. He hit me up, I wanted to hit him up. I'm happy that he's coming. I wanna talk to him more. We'll wait until G-Money pulls up. We'll see you when he comes.
Hey, bro, get that camera up out of here, bro. Yeah, hold on.
No camera. But like if we did an interview out here, would that be cool, G-Money? What do you think?
It's somewhere a little bit better around here. St. Paul is all open. We'll go somewhere else in St. Paul.
Well, what's on your mind, man?
I want y'all to get to know me for real, man. I know you.
What was your childhood like, dude?
My childhood was, it's not your normal childhood, like, your parents grew up rich or none of that shit, We grew up in the hood, you feel me? I grew up, people think I'm from Riverside or something, a lot of people think I'm from Riverside, and like, I'm not from Riverside, but it was mostly my mom that took care of us, and my daddy was really like, he was in and out of my life, but he was in my life for real.
Did your mom and him not have the best relationship?
Yeah, they ain't had the best relationship, but he still had a good relationship with me. My mom really helped me up. She really kept me together and shit, but even my mom, she struggled her damn self. Like, she handicapped her damn self. So, I'm the man of the family. I take care of shit, you feel me? Like,
it sounds like a lot of pressure.
Man, it is a lot sometimes, man, but it ain't never a lot.
I guess my natural instinct is always to make peace. Like, I like being neutral where I go. I like people liking each other. And like when I hear, okay, like there's a big beef going here, or highs and lows there, or this crew doesn't like that crew, or K Block versus Seed or whatever, like my natural instinct is like, how do you bring these people together, and is it possible, and does it go back generations, or is it possible to be healed? I mean, what do you think about that?
Man, I feel like it's possible. Like, it goes back generations, but like that generation that went back to and what they're fighting over now and what they're beefing over now ain't got nothing to do with what happened in the generation before, you feel me? They just young though, you feel me? They don't know what they doing, they just young, they jumping off the porch, they seen what other people doing, they seen what's cool on the internet and shit. And they don't even know what they in this shit for. They ready to crash out over shit they don't know nothing about. Like, they just got in this shit, don't know a damn thing about this shit. Like,
what do you think the attraction is to a kid to join the gang or to be in the streets and hop off the porch, so to speak?
I can't speak on the new generation though, cause the new generation so f***ed up, cause like the kids jumping off the porch, mamas and daddies and shit, they don't really got them like. And then this how gangs usually start. A bunch of kids in the neighborhood, mamas probably at work, my other parents strung out, some kids ain't got no parents, some kids just lost, and they all come together. They just start doing things together. Once they start doing shit together, they start growing up together. They want to expand. They want to go do other shit to make more money. They want to go do this. Now they trying to make money where they can't. And now they got to go pick up a gun, and then now they got to beef, and now they turned into a gang. Some people really do though. Some people really just join gangs for no reason, I feel like. And like, there's people joining gangs at this age in 2024. Like, why are you doing that, bro? Like,
well, I guess I appreciate us touching base, and I always think it's good to talk one-on-one. And I think we covered a lot more ground, and then we got to learn more about you. Appreciate you, man.
Nah, for sure, man. I appreciate Tommy G swinging by, coming to Minnesota, man.
Mo took me through the Carmel Mall to speak with business owners, where I saw the hustle and bustle of entrepreneurs working hard. He then took me to speak with a religious leader and elder, who I wanted to talk to get his perspective both on Somali history and his thoughts on the gang and violence amongst the youth. This is what he had to say.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. So you visiting us from Minnesota or from somewhere else?
From Milwaukee.
Milwaukee, yes. What's your name?
Tommy.
Hi, Mohammed. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So, tell me, what happened in Somali that caused people to come to America in large numbers?
Yeah. Well, Somalia, when I grew up, was nothing different than what we have in America. The country was prosperous, We have the Gunner days. I was lucky. We're gonna be raised. And Somali is one of those people who go getter. They don't wait someone else. Even when the Europeans came to colonize, they didn't accept that nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
They fought.
What really happened in the country that made the unrest happen, that made a lot of people immigrate and want to leave?
Yeah. So what happened was the military became so corrupted, and things were really, not only the military, everybody in the government thing. And the people uprised finally. And the worst part was that the military regime started, fighting with its own people rather than, resolving the political problems. It started like certain, like the central regions, and then eventually the worst was what happened to Somaliland part called now. The dictator and the military regime, how are we going to change? There wasn't such plan. So what happened is finally, like fighting among themselves and things were getting, the civil wars, and one side didn't win. So that's the thing. So unfortunately, that caused problem after problem.
Let's give you some history and context on what happened in Somalia, a coastal country that at many times in its history was quite prosperous. The Somali Civil War officially started in 1991 when the central government of Somalia collapsed following the overthrow of President Siad Barre. The roots of this conflict trace back to the 1980s, marked by severe economic decline, political repression, and inter-clan rivalries. Barre's government relied heavily on clan-based favoritism, which meant if you weren't in the clan, you didn't get the job, and the marginalized clans were sick of being oppressed. This led to clan militias vying for control. The power struggle between factions resulted in widespread violence and instability, leading to displacement, human rights violations, and a famine in 1992 that left over 300,000 people dead. The ongoing conflict led many Somalis to flee their homes, seeking refuge in other countries. One of the major hubs for refugee settlement was Minneapolis, Minnesota.
How hard was it for someone to apply and get accepted and go to America?
Well, luckily in my case, the country was still a government. My thing was to get the passport. It's very hard to get the passport. So when I get my passport, I went back to the country to get my passport and left. So unfortunately, I left the country and I stayed in Kuwait for 4 years, working there for 4 years.
Do you believe America is the land of opportunity still?
Yeah, so America still is the land of opportunity, but it's not as it used to be the people before us.
So one question is, what advice would you have for the youth? There's some youth out there, they're kind of choosing the life of the streets. There's a lot of good role models around here that are entrepreneurs, that are senators, that are business owners, but a lot of these kids are choosing the route of a gangster rapper and criminal.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? What would be your advice?
The thing is, as I said, every side will have some bad apples. Unfortunately, I think maybe the problem is when the family break, because when people get married, they rather stay together.
Like a mother household.
Yes.
If you could speak to some of these young men out there that are choosing which path they want to go, some of them are choosing the streets, what advice would you give to them if you could speak directly to them?
Well, that's just something most of us, we failed, including myself. We have to go and address the issue. One thing good about our Prophet, peace be upon him, Muhammad, if there's a difficult situation, he used to face it right away and resolve it. So it's our bad apple in our kids. We have to be careful about them. So if I'm walking with my own kids, and they fell on the ground, I'm not going to say, oh, they fell. No, same thing with these people. They fell with their life and doing bad things. We have to address them. We have to approach them and try to help them.
So action is the key. Taking
Absolutely.
action and then moving it forward and making sure.
But remember to say, oh, look what happened to these kids.
Yeah.
No, these kids like your own kids.
Mo introduces us to his mentor, who has a reputation for giving back to the community. One of the things he does is every Friday for the last 7 years, he's visited the Riverside Plaza apartments to feed the kids and talk to them. Here's what he had to say.
And what's your role in the community, or what do you do?
My role in the community is actually, first, I'm a husband and father of 5.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so thank you. So that's my first responsibility, but also professionally I work for the city of Minneapolis. We take care of all the parks, lakes.
A lot of people, they escape Civil War, and they started building their own community, their own businesses, and starting to prosper. And yet the kids chose, instead of peace, which they easily could have chosen, maybe not, but it seems like, why did the kids choose war again?
I really don't like us to paint a picture where we think every kid,
a small percentage of the young men.
And it comes with the environment. It comes with, this is a country where our kids are struggling in schools. Our kids are dealing with a lot of mental health and substance use, but we don't address that. We don't talk about that.
So, okay, so I'm trying to paint the picture. So we have kids struggling in school. We got COVID-19 online learning, and then we eliminated funding for after-school programs, which to me is it's kind of insane. Yeah. And so it was a perfect storm that's resulted in kids that are younger and younger getting involved in gang violence.
Yes, absolutely. If you come back to my community specifically, we came from a culture where the whole village takes care of kids. A place where you don't have after school programs. If the school's responsibility to teach kids academically, so you don't have to worry about homework help or are your kids performing. Are they doing well in the school?
Well, something you brought up that I do think is a trend throughout America that is worth being brought up is this. We used to survive on eras where there could be the man would go work, they could support 5 kids, the mom could stay at home, and there was a lot of hands-on parenting. Now there's a lot of divorce and there's a lot of 2 parents working, and so the kids are left unsupervised
they have
a lot.
A lot of time in their hands.
Yes.
When you add that to social media and the devices that they have, a lot of times things happen online without even knowing. I started with being a father of 5, right? All my 5 children were born here. My kids are American kids. I spent the majority of my life here in Minnesota. We as adults, parents, don't see our kids Somali enough. We see them Americans because they don't know their native language. They rather eat McDonald's than eat Somali food, right?
It's like pulled between 2 worlds.
Yes,
almost.
and then
I think that's a great point because belonging is one of the most important things a kid can feel.
Yes.
And if a kid is feeling not American enough, or not Somali enough, or not black enough, or not Muslim enough, then they're lost. And when you're lost, you do things that to try and find yourself. If you could talk directly to these kids, what advice would you give them?
This is what I tell my kids. Always ask for help before it's too late. And then you have to know that there's people that care about you, people who are very passionate about mentoring you, giving you an opportunity, and even when you're struggling, people who just want to listen. There's a lot of people that care about you. At the end of the day, you are our future. We love you and we care about you.
That's a great ending message.
Yes,
I
sir.
thank you for what you do.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for what you do.
Yes, sir.
I had a great time checking this out. I appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll see you next week. Peace. Folks, hope you enjoyed this episode. You want to watch another? Here. You want to subscribe? Over here. See you next week.